name of my company is ProBiz Consulting, and I'm a business consultant, I'm a business broker, and a business intermediary. I have to say that following Alan was a little intimidating. It was quite a presentation, wasn't it? I don't know if that's you, but I took copious notes, and I shared them with somebody, and they share yours with me so I can pick up on all that I missed. I couldn't write it down fast enough. It made me feel a bit like the guy that went to the psychiatrist and said, I've got an inferiority complex. The psychiatrist did some research and came back and said, no, you don't have a complex, you really are inferior. Very, very, very helpful presentation. What I deal with is something on a smaller scale than what's been talked about today. I work with Main Street. I work with smaller businesses in the range of $500,000, $1.5 million, $3 million. I've got on the back table outside 2 sets of newsletters. One is called the Private Market Report, and the other is called Today's Business Scene. I'll just pass a couple of these around to take a quick look at. Feel free to help yourself to one of those, and if you would like to go on my mailing list and receive those, I'll be happy to do that. There are basically 3 choices that a person has for income. You can obviously work for somebody else's company, or have enough investors to have passive income, or you can be in business. If you're going to be in business, there are 2 choices. You can start a business, or you can buy an existing business. Because I sell existing businesses and get paid a commission for it, that's mostly what I want to talk about today. But I do consulting for folks that are in the process of doing startup businesses. And the types of businesses that people start up today are a lot different than what they started up many years ago because of technology and the internet. I think the very first question I ask someone when they bring me an idea for a new startup idea or venture, even before I ask if they've patented the idea or written a business plan, I ask them, have you considered the effect of the internet? Quite frankly, the internet, and I heard it mentioned earlier today on more than one occasion, has totally transformed how so many people do business, including the use of email to contact underwriters and investors. While I was sitting back there, and I'm one of the people that had my vibrator phone beep once and rushed out of the room to answer the call, was some underwriters, because I've built a reputation and a relationship with underwriters, and I've got a dozen deals cooking, and I don't like to say, just go to my voicemail. I like to answer those. As you're building relationships with underwriters and venture capitalists and others, when they actually do call you and return your phone call, it's really good if you actually answer the phone, because once they go into voicemail, you'll probably never get a hold of them a second time. I'd like to share with you just a quick example or 2 of the kinds of businesses that I work with, and by way of example, what business brokers in general do. A business broker is, in essence, an intermediary between the buyer and the seller, and represents generally either one side or the other of the transaction. Most business brokers work for the seller. The seller signs a listing contract, much like a real estate listing contract, and pays a success commission, just like a real estate commission would go to the man who sold your house. And the size of the commission depends upon the largeness of the deal and how difficult the deal is. The Main Street business broker might sell anything from a small delicatessen to a laundromat, and there are a great many of those available today. If someone is looking to get into business, it's sometimes a good idea to start small, even if it seems like maybe it's a little below your skill level. It's a great way to learn business if you haven't been in business, is to start with a smaller business, many of which you can get your family involved and learn much about it, and it can become a small profit center to grow. The delicatessen could turn out to be a chain of delicatessens, and